There's something you haven't decided yet, not because you haven't thought about it. You have. But every time you reach the edge of it, something pulls back. Not a clear no, not a clear yes, just not yet. And not yet has a way of becoming the decision itself. We tend to think of decisions as something we make, a moment of choosing, a direction taken. But some of the most significant decisions are never made at all. They are simply allowed to happen by the absence of choosing. Think about a conversation you've been meaning to have with someone important about something that matters. You've rehearsed it in your head many times. You know roughly what you want to say. But when the moment arrives, something shifts. The timing feels off. They seem tired. It can wait another day, and another day becomes the shape of your relationship. Not because you decided to leave things unsaid, but because you never quite decided to say them. Or something smaller, a direction you've been considering, a change. You keep circling. You haven't said no. You haven't said yes. You've kept it open, and keeping it open feels like progress. But sometimes, keeping it open is the decision. Keeping the option open feels like having it. Thinking about it feels like working on it. Not saying no feels like still saying yes. Waiting for clarity feels like being responsible. The mind prefers to keep options available. A door left open creates a sense of possibility, and possibility feels better than commitment. Because commitment closes things. It removes the version of the future where you chose differently, and the mind doesn't give those versions up easily, so it finds reasons to wait. More information needed, better timing required, conditions not quite right yet. Each reason feels valid, and the window quietly closes. Not because you chose to close it, but because the window has its own timeline, and not deciding doesn't pause that timeline. It just means the window closes without you choosing, which is a choice. This is why certain periods of life look different in retrospect than they felt at the time. At the time, you were still deciding, but in retrospect, the decision was already made by the accumulation of days you spent not making it. The relationship that ended, not because you chose to leave, but because you never chose to stay. The direction not taken, not because you said no, but because not yet became never. Not deciding is one of the mind's quietest decisions. This is not a failure of will. The mind avoids commitment because commitment is real. It has weight. It closes things. Not deciding keeps everything slightly safe. But when you begin to notice the decisions you are making by not deciding, something shifts in how you experience your own inaction. There is probably something. You are still deciding. The option still feels open. But somewhere in the background, quietly, time is making the decision you've been saving for later, and later doesn't arrive as later. It arrives as something else entirely.